YouTube as we are live, and also from the broadcasting house here in Nairobi. My name is Ben Troy Njue, and Byron Abuli will be our sign language interpreter for this broadcast. Now straight to the news. President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected in Glasgow, Scotland on Monday, November the 1st to join other world leaders at the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP26. President Kenyatta will speak at the World Leaders Summit, where he will set out actions Kenya is taking to tackle climate change and showcase Kenya as a leader on climate action in the region. Kenya was the first African country to pass a Climate Change Act in the year 2016 and runs on 90% renewable power with a target of hitting 100% by the year 2030. Yesterday, Environment and Forestry Cabinet Secretary Keriako Tobiko said Kenya will advocate for full and timely implementation of the Paris Climate Agreement.
Kenya is one of the first countries to sign and ratify and domesticate the Paris Agreement. We have put in place, and our president, I'm sure, will be speaking to all the institutional policy frameworks. We have done a lot. We are a leader in the area of renewable energy. Actually, I think we're doing far better than most of these developed countries. So Kenya is a leader. Our president is a leader. And Kenya is using our position in the Security Council to showcase and demonstrate the correlation between climate change and security, global security.
Back home, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC has maintained that the voter registration exercise, which is set to end on November the 2nd, will not be extended. Addressing the press in Kericho while monitoring the registration exercise, IEBC Commissioner Francis Wanderi said the commission doesn't have sufficient funds to facilitate the extension. He called on eligible Kenyans to utilize the remaining days, saying that they have dispatched kits to universities and colleges to enable students register as voters. Meanwhile, Uasin Gishu Senator Professor Margaret Kamar has called on the youth to take advantage of IEBC's new strategy of door-to-door registration to register as voters.
We expect this week they have a lot of people coming out to register, and we do not have further extension, and that has to do with the funding that we have got from Treasury for the exercise. So after this period we do not have more funding to continue. So those who have not come out to register, my request and my appeal to them is somebody to come out in the next few days before the 2nd so that they can be able to register.
We must be able to influence the kind of leader that we want, the kind of leaders that we want, right from the MCA to the president. And to do that, you must have your voters card. So I urge our youth, not only in Uasin Gishu but in the whole nation, that they need to move forward and have a registration.
Elsewhere, a cross-section of leaders from Samburu County has called on communities to promote peaceful coexistence and unite against crime. Led by Samburu Senator Steve Lelegwe, the leaders committed to preach peace among communities to eradicate cattle rustling and banditry. Leaders across the political divide converged at Suguta Marmar in Samburu County for the 11th memorial service of the late former Army Commander James Lenges. It is here that they pledge to strengthen security and preach peace in the region that has lately experienced an upsurge of banditry attacks.
Tumekubaliana pia kama wakazi wa Samburu County kwamba mambo ya wizi, mambo ya amani lazima tukae zote pamoja kushughulika na kujaribu kumaliza mambo kama haya.
COTU Secretary Ernest Nadome and Samburu Girls Foundation Director Dr. Josephine Kulea called for sobriety during political campaigns irrespective of party affiliations.
Tumekubaliana na wale wote ambao wamekuja leo hapa kwamba tutalete jamii zetu pamoja na kwamba tutakuwa na mkutano ambao itakuwa mwezi wa 12 tarehe 18 ya kujaribu kuleta watu wetu pamoja.
Ni kutafuta umoja ya watu wetu tukiishi hapa Samburu County. Tumesema hiyo umoja lazima tuwahimize.
Siasa imekuwa ya ukabila ama ya clanism, na hiyo imetutenga sana, na sasa tunataka kujaribu kuona kama watu wanaweza kuja pamoja, ongea sauti moja, tuweze kuchagua viongozi ambao watatufanyia maendeleo na si kuchaguana kwa sababu ya ukabila ama ya clanism.
The late General James Lelasian Lenges, who died in 2010, was commander of the Kenya Army between 1986 and 1993 and served in the military for 42 years. Let's shift focus to matters politics, where politicians have been urged to stop early campaigns and help find solutions to the problems facing Kenyans. The Archbishop of Redeemed Gospel Church, Arthur Kitonga, said campaigns for the 2022 polls should stop so that myriads of challenges facing Kenyans are sorted out first.
Speaking at a victory manifestation Christian church during ordination of Apostle Bishop Nelson Kinoti to a rank of an Archbishop, Archbishop Kitonga said leaders seeking elective posts have started early campaigns and are now concentrating on politics other than addressing challenges facing the common man.
Wanasiasa wameenda kando kidogo sababu wameanza siasa mapema. Wangengoja wakaanza mwezi wa pili au wa tatu kwa sababu siasa ni siasa. Lakini vile wameanza hatuwezi kuwalaumu, lakini kuwaambia wangeweza kuenda pole pole.
The Archbishop of Redeemed Gospel Church asked politicians who attend church service to do their politics outside the church premises.
Wanasiasa waende kanisani waombe, wakimaliza wanaweza kutoka kilomita kama moja wakaenda hapo wakafanyia kura hapo, au watoke nusu kilomita waende siasa hapo, lakini si kanisani.
Meanwhile, former Kajiado Governor David Kendianye, who is seeking to come back, has now formed a political pact with Kajiado North Member of Parliament Joseph Manje as his deputy running mate. Speaking during the official declaration of the political pact at Nkandianye's home at Oloshaiki village, the duo said leaders' partnership is key in forming strong winning teams in 2022.
Tuweze kuchukua hatamu alafu tuweze kuwafanyia kazi. Mimi na Manje ni watu ambao wako na track record. Mimi wakati wangu hata kama sikuwa na MCS nilingangana na nikafanya kazi, na hiyo miradi mnajua iko kila mahali katika county. Na Manje pia amefanya kazi Kajiado North na amepata heshima kama kiongozi ambaye anafanya kazi.
We have to have a professional government in this county. Hatutaki corruption ile inaendelea hapa.
Finally, elders from Sakuye community have given Isiolo Governor Mohamed Kuti the green line to defend his gubernatorial seat. In a meeting, community spokesperson Isaac Kara said that following deliberations, the community had bestowed their blessings on Governor Kuti to defend his seat.
Governor, we have endorsed you, Mohamed Abdi Kuti, to run for the next 5 years for gubernatorial seat again. We have endorsed you as your kinsman, and we have blessed you.
Wameomba jamii zote za Isiolo washirikiane na jamii ya Isakuye ili waweze kuhakikisha hii kiti tumenyakua kwa mara ya pili, na wao wako tayari kufanya campaign kwa kila jamii na ili tueneze kuendesha maendeleo ambayo tumeanza katika kaunti yetu ya Isiolo.
Away from politics, we head down to the coast, where Lamu Island is expected to be abuzz with activity as the 3-day Maulid festival kicks off on Tuesday next week. According to the events coordinator Jamaluddin Abdul Kadir, the festival that marks the birthday of Prophet Muhammad will bring together hundreds of Muslim pilgrims from Kenya and around the world.
Preparations for this year's Maulid celebrations in Lamu County are on top gear, with hundreds of visitors from the East African region expected to grace the celebrations to be hosted at one of the oldest mosques in the region.
Ili hapa kwa ni mahali tukiwa kuna masala ya ngoma kwa wakati wa Maulid siku zile 3 wa kutoka jioni alasiri.
According to the events coordinator, the festival that marks the birthday of Prophet Muhammad will involve Quran recitation, competitions, cultural demonstrations, as well as a free medical treatment camp at King Fahd Referral Hospital.
Miongoni mwa yaliyopatikana au yaliyozalika katika kupatikana haya maulidi ni musabaqatul Quran. Musabaqatul Quran ambayo itakuwa ni siku ya Ijumaa hapa saa 2 hapa.
The 132-year-old festival, which ends on Thursday, is a spiritual event that involves overnight prayers held at around Riyadh Mosque in Lamu, where pilgrims will gather to pray, sing and chant praises of Prophet Muhammad. Religious leaders in Lamu have called on all Kenyans to pursue peace, especially as the nation prepares for general election in 2022. Purity Museo, Lunchtime News.
At about 20 minutes past the hour, we are taking a short, quick breather, but we'll be right back on the other side of this break with more news, including the latest from the world of sports. Keep it KBC.
Log on to the KBC website at www.kbc.co.ke to get the latest breaking news, entertainment, sports, politics, lifestyle or business trends from Kenya and around the world. Never miss new episodes from your favorite TV shows, reruns and movies. Just stream online or watch live on your YouTube channel at KBC Channel 1 TV shows. For the day's biggest stories, trustworthy news and family entertainment, log on to KBC Channel 1. Watch what you want anytime, anywhere.
We take it on at the right time.
Honorable Musalia Mudavadi.
The Honorable Mutahi Kagwe.
Chief Justice Martha Karambuko.
This is KBC, is the voice of Kenya.
Asking the right questions.
I don't know how it made you feel as speaker who is presiding over a house where members can be compromised with 10,000 shillings.
We keep our guests comfortable. A mission to ensure our audience gets a complete story.
For a few hours or so, I thought this is it. My end has come.
If really we want an end of this pandemic, we must fight.
Our goal, to tell it as it is for the benefit of our viewer.
And I'm sure we will have good discussions.
All right.
That will make probably your viewers understand KDF better.
With 21 radio outlets.
During a live interview on KBC TV, Chief of Defense Forces General Robert Kibosha.
Jaji mkuu kwa mara ya kwanza katika mahojiano yake ya kipekee na runinga ya KBC Channel 1.
And 2 TV stations covering over 90% of the entire country. The message always gets home. KBC, the home of on-air TV interviews.
Let my people go.
I know not his God, neither will I let his people go.
You have not obeyed the Lord.
This night, the Lord our God will deliver us from the bondage of Egypt.
They shall die under my chariot wheels. So let it be written, so let it be done.
Behold his mighty hand. Those who will not live by the law shall die by the law.
First,
go. I know not his God, neither will I let his people go.
You have not obeyed the Lord.
This night, the Lord our God will deliver us from the bondage of Egypt.
They shall die under my chariot wheels. So let it be written, so let it be done.
Behold his mighty hand. Those who will not live by the law shall die by the law.
Welcome back and thanks for keeping it KBC. Let's move on. Residents of Kangemi Mountain View Estate in Nairobi County are raising the alarm over alleged grabbing of a public utility land by a private developer. The residents, who held peaceful demonstrations, said the 4-acre swampy piece of land is an important part of the area's ecological system, expressing fears the private investor has bribed his way. Led by their chairperson, Mountain View Residents Association, Ken Njiru, the residents now want relevant authorities to act on their concerns.
We are here to protest the grabbing of this wetland by shadowy figures we do not know. But evidently, as you have seen, there is somebody who's been trying to build here. They've been dumping soil, and we are reliably told that they even want to build a club, which of itself is illegal, because before you build a club in an area like this, you must have conversations with the residents.
Na hofu sana kwa sababu ni kama imekuwa jambo la kawaida Kenya, ukitaka shamba unaanza kutishia watu, unaenda unamwaga mawe, unaenda unamwaga mchanga, baadaye kama watu hawajui usiku umeshaanza kujenga. Sasa hapa nyuma yangu kuna maji ambayo ni source ya rivers 7, tutawapa hizo majina, na sisi tukilelewa na wazazi wetu pale Kangora na Watiti, tulikuwa tunatumia huu mto kwa maji, hata kwa kuswim tulikuwa tunaita dufu mpararo. Sisi tunajua hii maji haina mwenyewe. Ni huzuni sana mtu amejitokeza kusema ya kwamba hii shamba ni yake.
Imetusikitisha sana kuona kwamba watu wanaweza kuja kuharibu sehemu ambazo mito zinapitia, maji ya taifa la Kenya, ardhi ambaye ni rasilimali ya taifa la Kenya.
Elsewhere, border riders in Kiambu County have protested the enactment of a new law proposing that all passengers to be insured with a third-party insurance cover, terming it discriminative and that lacked public participation. Speaking in Kiambu County, the operators threatened to seek a legal address to stop the implementation of the law. The Insurance Regulatory Authority IRA proposed changes to the insurance rules that will make it illegal for the border operators to operate without covers for their passengers.
Nyuma tunazichukua na loan na iko gharama kubwa sana kulipa loan, na kila siku ile pesa tunapata ni kidogo sana. Kwa hivyo itakuwa vigumu sana sisi kutuongezea hiyo bei ya kulipa third party, na hata ile pesa yenye tunapata imekuwa ndogo.
Serikali ikae chini na ile chama tulichagua ya watu wa boda. Hiyo mambo wapitize vizuri, wakuja polepole mpaka hapa chini, ili tuweze kuongea pamoja, tujadiliane.
Watupatie nafasi na muda mpaka mambo isettle down, sababu mambo haijakuwa mzuri. Hatusemi ni baya, unaona hiyo kitu wanafanya ni mzuri, na tutatii mambo ikiwa imesettle down na tuwe tuna pesa yetu kwa mfuko. Yani hii mambo ya corona hii sababu imeleta watu wengine down.
Moving on, colleges and technical and vocational training institutions have been challenged to engage the private sector and other development partners with the view to develop infrastructure instead of relying heavily on the government for funding. TVET Senior Research and Development Officer Dr. Dominic Omboto, while officially opening Lukenya College at Emali, Makueni County, said the institutions have been relying on government allocations, student fees, and the private sector to fund their operations. He said other sources of finances could be explored, such as private donations and income-generating activities.
Would you have actually maintained a good working relationship with the authority? Be on the lookout. There are very many stakeholders, and possibly I'm thinking of in the near future linking you to one, so that you are able to actually expand your networks, marshal enough resources to actually develop the institution.
Do not think that you are studying a course that you might not have wanted, or a course that will not take you anywhere. Most of the developed countries, and you will hear it from our chief guest, are founded through vocational and technical people. They are the people who run the countries where we are looking to go to as a developing country.
And still on matters education, Teso North Member of Parliament Okuka Unya has appealed to the Ministry of Education to increase the number of teachers in the area in order to address a looming shortage of tutors. He was speaking in Mording Primary School in Teso North constituency. The MP said the region is experiencing a shortage of about 60 teachers, which, if not urgently fixed, it may affect a learner's performance. His sentiments have been echoed by Teso Branch Kepsha Chair Vincent Ochalu, who noted that they were unable to produce results, urging the government to ensure the number of teachers is improved before the year ends.
Shule moja unakuta walimu wanahitajika wanafunzi wako 700 na walimu ambayo wako ni walimu 7 peke yake. Inahitajika walimu zaidi ya 20 kwa hiyo shule. Pia tunajua kuwa kuna changamoto ya kuhakikisha kuna infrastructure ya kutosha. Hazina ya CDF haitoshi. Lakini pia Wizara ya Elimu tuna matarajio ya kuwa wanaweza kutunufaisha pia na ile hazina ambayo wako nayo ya infrastructure.
Katika sehemu hii mashule 5 ambayo niko ndani yao, mashule kama Kakoit kuna walimu 6. Nikikuja Moding na 700 wakiwa na walimu 8, inamaanisha wako na walimu 6. Kasi na inatajika iendelee.
Further afield, leaders of the world's 20 major economies meeting in Rome, Italy, have approved a global agreement that will see the profits of large businesses taxed at least 15%. This follows concerns that multinational companies are rerouting their profits through low-tax jurisdictions. Climate change and COVID-19 are also on the agenda of the summit, which is the leaders' first in-person gathering since the start of the pandemic. The tax deal, which was proposed by the US, is expected to be officially adopted on Sunday and will be enforced by the year 2023.
Express satisfaction over the G20's decision to come up with a 15% minimum corporate tax to make the global financial architecture more just and fair. You are aware of the 15% minimum corporate tax, which ensures that companies don't go to the lowest possible tax haven in order to minimize their tax burden, and that the large multinational corporations pay their share of taxes to countries that they are located in.
In sports, former Los Angeles marathon champion Elisha Kiprop and little-known Valentine Kipketer were crowned the 2021 Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon champions this morning. Kiprop emerged victorious ahead of Alphonse Kigen, who finished second, while Joshua Kogo finished third. In the women's competition, Kipketer clocked 2 hours, 30 minutes and 2 seconds, beating Naomi Chepkogei Maio and Lilian Chemweno to second and third positions respectively. In the men's 21-kilometer half marathon race, Vincent Ngetich emerged victorious, while Rosans Kilimo finished second ahead of Peter Kipsirat. Paris Egamba won the women's 21-kilometer event after beating Abigail Jolimo and Lilian Jabi to the second and third positions respectively. Elsewhere, legendary driver DUNCAN was among the star attractions as curtains came down on the 8th round of the Kenya National Autocross Championship in Gilgil. Driving an Attacker 1 buggy, the 1994 World Rally Championship Safari Rally winner cleared the ground with all his opponents to win the two-wheel drive non-turbo class.
DUNCAN also suffered 2 bonus championship points after setting the fastest time of the day in the third heat, which he cleared in 2 minutes 45 seconds. He beat Pranjit Sago to second position in class. Defending champion and leader ZAMEER Verjir beat Gurat Singh to his two-wheel drive non-turbo victory following a neck-and-neck battle in the dry and dusty race, which gave drivers a test of volcanic ash soil typical of Great Rift races.
And there's a stiff competition. I mean, since we started racing, all the races, there've just been a couple of seconds between each of us, so it's good fun though.
Expect to hold a lot of events for the club. We are planning a training rally. We have submitted to KMSF a lot of proposals for the events that we wish to do. Rallies, we're doing rally raids, we're doing hill climbs, so all the works.
First and foremost, I think that the autocross event itself needs to be advertised more, and this is where I feel we have lack of participants or spectators who'd like to come and see the event. So
ZAMEER was 7 seconds faster than Gurat in the mid-morning first heat. Gurat beat ZAMEER by a second in the fourth and last heat, which wasn't enough to overturn the result. EANN Bengi, son of rally driver Eric Bengi, registered his second career victory incidentally on his third race since joining the sport in August. Frederick Muki for Channel 1 Sports.
11-year-old junior golfer CHERONO Kipkorir carded an excellent round of 42 points during the Royal Nairobi Golf Club leg of the NCBA Golf Series to emerge as the event's overall winner. The third junior golfer to claim the overall winner's position in the series, following similar feats by 12-year-old Nathan Mwangi, who won the current country club leg, and 11-year-old Mombi Gatu, who was crowned event winner in Limuru in September. In the ladies contest, Kadure Njoroge carded an impressive round of 41 points to claim the top bragging rights in the category ahead of Pascali Koske, who ended the round with 39 points to claim the runners-up position in the category. And on that note, we wrap up KBC Lunchtime News. Of course, so much happening in the world of sports, including yesterday's results where Manchester United claimed, of course, Ronaldo there helping Manchester United to rejuvenate. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ben Troy Njue. Byron Abuli has been our sign language interpreter for this bulletin. Have a blessed Sunday.